I've got Lamarr Woodley here on the Rich Eisen Show in studio, former Pro Bowl linebacker, Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Tackle My Ride is a show that you're hosting on NFL Network on Tuesdays at 8 Eastern Time starting next week. So I'm not the only NFL Network host technically in this conversation.
Yeah,
right now.
I finally get an opportunity to host a little bit. Me and James Torres went around to 6 different cities, 6 deserving fans, and we took care of them, because those fans been doing great things. And we
so
show them how they
NFL
appreciate it.
fans needed to upgrade their ride, right? And so you go to town, and also with James Torres, who you're referring to right there.
Yep.
And so he's from Demented Customs Master Car Builder, James Torres fame. And so suddenly a fan like from the Cleveland Browns with Joe Hayden get together and make this beautiful Cleveland Browns ride? Is this essentially what this show is?
Yeah, because the teams and the player Joe Hayden picks out the fans. Like I said, these fans are big fans of the Cleveland Brown, but also doing great work in the community. And when you hear Joe's story from Cleveland, man, great story and what this guy's doing in the community. And Joe kind of helps customize the car. Joe Hayden helps customize the car, the things that we should do to as far as the paint jobs and all the upgrade that this guy should have for his car so he can continue to do community service work.
And then these fans go crazy
yeah.
looking at the ride, because the ride is revealed to them at the end of the show.
Yeah, unbelievable. But the best experience overall was just me being a former athlete, to get a chance to see how fans are, like going into their homes and seeing all like the jerseys they have and the pictures and everything that they've been collecting for years. I have more respect for fans now after seeing that. Okay.
And Joe Hayden, Cliff Averill, Kyle Rudolph, JPP does it for a Giants fan. John Jenkins with the Saints and Brandon Carr for the Cowboys.
Yep.
It's Tackle My Ride on NFL Network again. And Lamarr Woodley is hosting and Michael Strahan's executive producing the whole bit. You're right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up with the Steelers right now, Lamarr?
Oh, man.
What does this look like to you at 4-4?
It's looking a little tough for us. Been watching the Pittsburgh Steelers, playing there. Been a big fan forever. We just got to get that defense back up and going. When I think about Pittsburgh, I think about the defense. I think about the steel curtains. I think about Blitzburgh, getting after the quarterback, getting sacks, stopping the run, and that's what we're known. That's what we're known for in Pittsburgh. So I think that we have to establish that back, stopping the run, getting after the quarterback, and letting the offense do what they do.
But I guess it's a personnel issue, or is it a scheme issue? Is it a non-Dick LeBeau's not there anymore issue? What issue is it?
No, I really can't say that, because Coach Keith Butler, he's been there for years, and he know that 3-4 defense, like the back of his hand, so him taking over there. So I can't really say it's a personnel-wise, but just got to apply more pressure on the quarterback. Whenever you look at Pittsburgh for all the years, when I was there, before I was there, the outside linebackers always did a great job of applying pressure on the quarterback, and the guys in the middle made a push, which allowed the secondary to make some plays. So I think that we have to get back there with getting the outside linebackers, getting after the quarterback, adding pressure and getting sacks, and that would help turn things around.
How did Big Ben look to you? By that, obviously, he didn't look like he was an effective quarterback, I understand, last week. Did he look hurt to you? You've seen him play in all different conditions, Lamarr. You've been there when we did a Thursday night football game where he had a high ankle sprain. We thought that's it.
Right.
For him for weeks.
Who was they playing?
He came out in the second half. He played the Browns that night.
Hey, when you playing the Baltimore Ravens, it's a little bit different. That big rivalry right there with the Baltimore Ravens, you know what type of game you're going to get. And watching that game, it was like, okay, let's ice Antonio Brown out the game and stop the run. And that's always been something big when we played against the Baltimore Ravens, was which defense is going to step up that day. And their defense this past Sunday, they did a good job of stopping the run and icing out Antonio Brown. And I think that ultimately helped everything out.
What do you think it is with Brady that he keeps on keeping on? He's almost 40 years old, Lamarr. You've had your days going against him. Obviously, you and he are Maize and Blue alums here. Yeah. So what do you think it is with Tom at age 39 now?
Man, somebody was just talking to me about that at the barbershop yesterday. And I said, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. I mean, you watch that guy. He take no-name guys and turn them into something. When we played against him when I was in Pittsburgh, it's just watching this guy back there. He was just sitting back there so comfortable and like not worried about nothing. You can kind of tell that he's controlling the game, and he's out there with confidence. He's out there with that fire, and he gets everybody going. So you take Tom Brady and you put him on any team, you give him anybody, and he turn him into something.
But what is it about him? I mean, from having met him and competed against him and knowing him, what do you think?
Well, just having I met him a few times. Just a cool, laid back guy. I had a chance to go up to his facility in New England, his facility that he has up there. I went up there and did a little work when I had strained my calf muscles and talked to him for a minute. But just watching him watching him on the football field, how he understands it. He studies the game. He has your whole defense figured out. And when you're going up against Tom Brady, you know that you have to apply pressure on him, because if you allow him to sit in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. And then sometimes when you're too relaxed and you're sitting back, he'll take off running and get a few yards for that first down.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
And he's also the king of those short yards. He's the king of fourth and inches.
He does a great job. I watch it every time. He does a great job of hiding right there underneath that center and just pushing right on in there.
Yeah, Lamarr Woodley here on the Rich Eisen Show. So who's the best team in the NFL this year? Is it New England? You've got 7-1 Dallas. You've got 7-2 Oakland. You've got 5-2-1 Seattle. You've got 6-3 Atlanta. You've got the 4-4 Steelers now.
Oh man, you know what? I told some people early this year that it would be the Oakland Raiders. That's what I was pushing for. Going out there and playing for a year and knowing a lot of those guys, definitely pushing for them. And I think right now they're definitely showing that they're one of the top teams. But this is the time right now that makes and break a lot of teams' season in November. How do you play November football? Because you can be 4-4 right now and still finish out great. So it's all about how teams are going to finish out at the end right now.
Let me take a quick break here. 60 seconds. We come back. You were there the week before I was, Lamarr, at Michigan. You were there with Jordan. My two Chris's think you were going to fanboy Michael Jordan. You're wearing the Jumpman right here, right now. So it's sort of like not a Michigan Jumpman, but you have Jumpman stuff right here. My Chris is, you think he got an autograph?
Well, we don't know what his relationship is with Jordan.
I say no. You
He's
say
Team Jordan.
yes.
If he's just
He
meeting him for
knows,
the
Mike.
first time, I think maybe he definitely asked for an autograph.
Well, the man's here. We're going to get that answer next in just 60 seconds here on The Rich Eisen Show. These pillows are also great for crying into, which the Chris's will need, because I bet there's no way you asked Michael Jordan for his autograph.
No, I didn't. But see, that wasn't my first time meeting Michael Jordan.
Well, there you go.
Okay, that's what we thought.
That wasn't my first time.
The first time you met Michael Jordan, did you ask him for an autograph?
No. And I've been signed with the Jordan brand since my third year in the NFL. So I had a chance to meet Michael Jordan. First time I met him was at the Hoop T golf tournament that he does in North Carolina. And it was crazy because I wasn't even on his team. I happened to come downstairs and they said, "Hey man, go to the first hole." So I went to the first hole, and I'm on Michael Jordan's team. And a guy named Dale Allen at the end, one of the Jordan brand guys, he was just like, "Hey man, did you get a chance to meet Michael?" I said, "I've been with him all day." He said, "How was that?" I said, "I was on his team." He said, "You wasn't on that team." And so it worked out. It worked out just fine. And then I had a chance to, me and my family went to Michael Jordan house in Florida, and I spent the whole day with him. Brought my whole family down. Great guy. I mean, just overall, just a great guy, man. When you meet him, it's down-to-earth, humble guy.
So whose autograph did you ever ask for? Did you ever ask for anybody's autograph?
I got a few players' autographs.
Like
like when I got to the Steelers, I had to get the Hines Ward. I definitely had to do that. He won me a lot of games on Madden. Because when I was younger, he helped me out. I told him that. I got Mr. Rooney's. So I got a couple guys. But I am working on my collection as far as the basketball jerseys and collecting all that stuff.
Okay.
So it's in the works.
So whose do you want right now? Who's missing from the Lamarr Woodley
It's
autograph?
a lot of people
collection?
missing. Because we got a lot of people with the Jordan brand, and I haven't got any of those guys. I haven't got the Chris Paul, the Blake Griffins,
You gotta work on
the Ray Allens, all those guys. I got to go back and I got to get all those guys' jerseys.
How about the Jim Harbaughs? You got one of them now?
Yeah, see, I can easily go up there and get that one, though.
You can.
Yeah, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to go up there and get that.
See,
and I was just with Lloyd Carter today, too.
How's he doing, by the way?
Great.
He
Great.
Because I know that he was going to be part of the college football playoff rankings, but he said that the travel was something he didn't want to do.
Yeah, we sat down and we had a long conversation, about him, about the, with his grandson, with the Chad Tubb.
Yes, Chad
And
Tubb.
we talked about that, and he spent a lot of time doing that and trying to help build that and bring more awareness to that. So that was pretty much our whole conversation, just kind of talking about, the future and things I should be doing moving forward.
Now, just a couple of months ago, Lamarr, Charles Woodson was sitting in that very chair and told a story about how he almost quit, or he was going to quit during Ohio State week. Did you hear the story?
No.
Yes, that he got in an argument with Lloyd, and Lloyd basically sent him off the field, and he said he was going to go transfer to Miami, and then one of the members of the coaching staff put his mom on the phone with Charles, who told him to straighten up, fly right, apologized to Lloyd Carr, played, balled out in Ohio State, and the rest is now history.
He said he didn't apologize, though, to Lloyd.
Well,
he said he wasn't going to transfer.
He said he wasn't going to transfer. I thought he said he apologized to Lloyd.
He's like, you asked him, you're like, so you apologize? He's like, no, I didn't apologize. I just decided not to transfer.
So now you and Wood obviously played together in Oakland, right? Mm-hmm. And was he out there with the coin toss?
Yeah.
With you?
Yeah.
Why didn't Jordan go out for the coin toss that day?
He just sent us out there.
Why? Because he's not.
I guess he just let the. Hey, he gonna. We're representing the brand. We played at Michigan.
Okay.
So he let us go out there and handle that.
And Jeter was there too.
And Jeter was there as well. So we had did some things like the day before when all of us was together. We did some things at a store down there. So we had been together all weekend.
What do you think of Michigan's chances this year?
We got great chances. We just got to continue to build. We got to finish strong. That's one of the main things is finishing strong. Because we had that same thing back in 2006 when I was playing. We lost. Ohio State was 1 and we were 2.
Troy Smith.
And we didn't finish strong.
I remember that game.
Yeah, so we got to finish strong.
There was some sort of weak, terrible roughing called on the sideline towards the end of that game.
I can't blame it on that. And that
was awful.
That was a roughing call by Sean Crable, but we should have never let it get to that situation. We gave up 3 big plays. We gave up 2 big runs, a big pass play. We haven't given up a play like that all year, and then we finally give it up in Ohio State game. So I don't even look at that late hit by Sean Crable and say that would have been a difference. The difference is if we didn't give up those big plays, then we would have won the football game.
Play better than the rest ref is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, you can't look at just one play. We gave up plays that we hadn't given up all year to Ohio State.
Last one, do you think Richard Sherman, that was a dirty hit on Dan Carpenter, the place kicker? Did you see the Monday Night Football game?
I don't think it was a dirty hit because I've seen in the past one of the punters took a hit out on one of their guys before, and so if you're a punter, you're a kicker, and you can take a dirty hit on somebody, be prepared to get hit.
So you thought that because it's retaliation, you didn't think that?
I don't think it was within the play. He hit the ball, and once he hit the ball, he can hit the guy.
But he's offsides. The play's clear. He has to know he's offsides at that point in time.
I don't know. I didn't hear the whistle blow. Like they say in boxing, always protect yourself.
Lamarr Woodley. Go watch Tackle My Ride on NFL Network every Tuesday at 8 Eastern Time. Are you based out here in Los Angeles?
No. I'm back in Michigan.
Okay, that's right. You're right. You're in Ann Arbor, or do you live in Ann Arbor?
I'm close to Ann Arbor.
Okay.
Because I'm from Michigan, so I moved back to my hometown. But if you can get me on the show more often, I come out here and enjoy this weather. Mm-hmm. I would love to come out here while the snow is about to get ready to come. So you just let me know. I go in that plane anytime.
Well, come back anytime. In the meantime, we'll give you that blanket to keep you warm. And that pillow to make sure that you stay nice and rested. Lamarr Woodley at Lamarr Woodley on Twitter. Good luck with this show. I look forward to seeing more of it on NFL Network. Dabo Swinney still to come on this show. Andy Garcia in studio, hour number 3. But when we come back, Continental Tire for What You Do, a story about a Mr. Irrelevant who has been anything but for veterans of this country. Back with that in a moment.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.